Tonight's NBA slate is packed with intrigue, drama, and betting angles that go way beyond the box score. From revenge spots to underdog value, injury-driven lineups, and matchup quirks, every game tells a story, and we're breaking it all down for you. We'll reveal the parlay plays you'll want to know and spotlight the player prop of the night that could make a big impact. Stick around for the full breakdown. You won't want to miss a single detail if you want to get the edge on tonight's action. And if you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss any update from us. Let's start with Game 1. Wizards vs Pacers. The Wizards visit the Pacers in a game where Indiana is favored at -8.5, with a total of 234.5. Washington will start McCollum, Carrington, Champagnie, George, and Bagley, while the Pacers will field Nebard, Thompson, Mathurin, Siakam, and Huff. Injuries are pivotal in this matchup. The Wizards are without Brandon, Middleton, Sir, Koulibaly, and Kispert, leaving the roster extremely thin. The Pacers are also missing Shepherd, Nesmith, Toppin, and Halliburton, with Nebard and Bradley questionable, which could impact their rotations and effectiveness. Team records paint a lopsided picture. The Wizards sit at 3-20, a testament to a season fraught with inconsistency, while Indiana has the depth to cover the spread despite their own absences. Recent performance underscores the Wizards' struggles. They lost by 4 to the Cavaliers after blowing a 14-point fourth-quarter lead, demonstrating both potential and volatility. From a betting standpoint, the picks are Wizards plus 8.5 and over 234.5, reflecting an expectation that the Wizards may hang around while also anticipating a high-scoring contest. Spread lean favors the Pacers, given their talent depth, home advantage, and the Wizards' inability to close games. This game tells a story of mismatch potential and scoring opportunity, making it a key spot for over-under action and potential multi-leg parlay considerations, particularly if combining with games that feature revenge narratives or key player props. Game 2. Cleveland Cavaliers vs Charlotte Hornets. Heading into the Carolina clash, the Cleveland Cavaliers face the Charlotte Hornets in a matchup that pits favorite against value. Cleveland arrives after a hard-fought 131-126 win over Washington, holding a season record of 15-11. Against the spread, however, they struggle, 8-18 ATS overall and a dismal 7-16 ATS as favorites, failing to cover by 4.1 points on average. Their tendency to underperform as large favorites is evident in recent examples. As a 17-point favorite versus Washington, they only won by 4 points. They have lost outright to Golden State at home while laying 9.5 and to Portland at home while laying 10. Evan Mobley is out, Jared Allen is probable, and Donovan Mitchell is active, adding complexity to the Cavaliers' lineup and impacting scoring, rebounding, and defensive metrics. Charlotte, with a 7-8 season record and 12-13 ATS, enters having lost a close 129-126 game to Chicago. LaMelo Ball is out, but Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, KJ Simpson, and Ryan Kreiner are active. Despite missing their star, Charlotte presents value against a Cavaliers squad that consistently fails to cover as a big favorite. The prediction here is to take Charlotte plus 10.5 points, capitalizing on Cleveland's historical inability to cover large spreads, dubbed the "Fade Cleveland as a big favorite" scenario. Betting angles point to Hornets providing value and Cleveland underperforming expectations, especially against teams that can compete in scoring even without their top playmakers. Player props to consider include Mitchell's scoring lines, Bridges' rebounding, and Miller's efficiency. While the Cavaliers' points allowed and turnovers remain pivotal in assessing total outcomes and spread coverage. Game 3. Philadelphia 76ers vs Atlanta Hawks. Next, we travel east for a clash between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta is laying 2.5 points in what appears to be a coin flip scenario on paper, but the numbers and trends tell a story worth dissecting. Philadelphia enters off a 10-point win over the Pacers, though that victory came in a fade situation where they struggled to maintain pace late in the game. The Hawks, conversely, are reeling, having been blown out 142-115 by the Pistons, adding to a concerning trend of 4 losses in their last 5 games, including beatdowns by the Clippers and Detroit. Historically, the Hawks have had the Sixers' number, winning 6 straight in prior matchups over the last couple of seasons, which suggests confidence, familiarity, and matchup comfort. Yet the numbers also show vulnerability. Atlanta's road record stands at 10-6 straight up, while their home form is underwhelming at 4-6 straight up. Player availability looms as a factor. Tyrese Maxey did not play on Friday due to illness, leaving his status for tonight unknown. This uncertainty potentially swings the betting lean toward the 76ers. The prediction here is to take Philadelphia getting points as the dog, leveraging the Hawks' poor home form and Philadelphia's resilient recent run of 4 wins in their last 5 games. The betting angle favors a dog in this scenario. It's a close matchup, but historical dominance is countered by current form, making Philadelphia an attractive spread play. Player props to monitor include Maxey's points and assists if he returns, along with key Hawks players' rebounding and scoring efficiency, given their recent blowout losses. Game 4. Bucks vs Nets. Next, the Bucks facing the Nets in a game where Milwaukee is listed at -1.5. Even without Giannis, the note suggests that one could confidently lay -4 or -5, a testament to the Bucks' depth and versatility. Milwaukee's starting 5 will feature Porter Jr., Rollins, Trent, Kuzma, and Turner, combining scoring, rebounding, and perimeter defense. The Nets counter with Demon, Mann, Porter Jr., Clowney, and Claxton, but their lineup is compromised by injuries. The Bucks will be without Green, Giannis, and Prince, while the Nets are missing Thomas, Highsmith, and E.J. Liddell, with Liddell listed as a game-time decision. The recent form heavily favors Milwaukee. The Bucks secured a 15-point home win over the Celtics, who were missing Tatum, demonstrating their ability to dominate even without their superstar. In contrast, the Nets sit at 6-18 and recently fell to the Mavericks by 8 points, highlighting their struggles on both ends of the floor. Betting leans clearly toward Bucks -1.5, with the over also suggested, although no exact number is provided. In addition, the player prop spotlight is on Kevin Porter Jr., with a points plus assists line over 34.5 against the Nets. With Giannis out, KPJ is expected to be the primary offensive engine alongside Kuzma and Rollins, a factor that could significantly influence both the game outcome and parlay considerations. The combination of Milwaukee's depth, Nets' injury-depleted roster, and KPJ's usage make this game a prime candidate for bettors looking to leverage statistical edges. The spread lean is firmly in favor of the Bucks, and the narrative is clear. The Nets have been struggling all season, and without key pieces, they are likely to continue that trend against a team of Milwaukee's caliber. Game 5. Minnesota Timberwolves vs Sacramento Kings. Next we head west for a showdown between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Sacramento Kings. Minnesota arrives with a 16-9 record and a mixed performance against the spread at 9-16 ATS. They are notorious for inconsistency as favorites, covering only 7 of 13 times and failing to cover 8 straight games when laying is greater than or equal to 8 points, earning the nickname, House of Disappointment, in betting circles. Their recent form includes a 127-120 upset win over Golden State as 5-point dogs, showing they can still perform against expectations, but double-digit favorites present caution for bettors. Sacramento, with a 6-19 season record and 8-1-6-1 ATS, has struggled heavily, most recently losing 136-105 to Denver. Injuries compound their woes. Domas Sabonis is out, Dennis Schroeder is doubtful, Isaiah Stevens is out, Drew Eubanks is injured, and Keon Ellis is questionable. Despite these challenges, Sacramento provides significant value with points, especially against a Timberwolves team that has failed to cover large spreads consistently. The prediction is to take Sacramento plus 11.5 points, capitalizing on Minnesota's unreliability as a big favorite. Betting angles highlight Sacramento as a source of points value, and player props to monitor include Schroeder and Sabonis scoring and rebound opportunities if they suit up, while Minnesota's over-reliance on favored outcomes puts them at risk of underperforming against the spread. Game 6. Pelicans vs Bulls. Next, the Pelicans visit the Bulls in a matchup with Chicago at -5 and a total of 244.5. New Orleans will start Alvarado, Jones, Murphy, Bey, and Queen, while Chicago's starting 5 is Giddey, White, Ayo, Buzelis, and Vucevic. Injuries weigh heavily. The Pelicans have Zion questionable and Murray out, while the Bulls are missing Terry, White, and Dosunmu, with Herter questionable. Earlier this season, the Pelicans defeated the Bulls by 13 points, creating a revenge scenario that could impact betting decisions and player motivation. The betting lean favors Bulls -5 and over 244.5, reflecting the expectation of a high-scoring, aggressive game as Chicago seeks redemption. Both teams have motivations and gaps due to injuries, which makes this game a prime candidate for dynamic action on both the spread and total. When building parlays, combining Bulls -5 with other favorites like Bucks -1.5 or Lakers -3 and targeting overs like 244.5 provides a narrative-backed, number-supported approach that aligns with both statistical trends and recent results. Game 7. Lakers vs. Suns. The Lakers travel to face the Suns with Los Angeles at -3 and a total set at 228.5. The Lakers will start Luka, Smart, James, Hachimura, and Aiden, while the Suns go with Gillespie, Allen, Brooks, O'Neal, and Williams. Injury reports are significant. The Lakers are without Kleber and Reeves, while the Suns are missing Livers and Green, with Brooks, Beal, and Booker questionable. Team records and recent results provide context. Los Angeles is 17-7 and lost their most recent game to the Spurs, while Phoenix was destroyed by the Thunder by 49 points, a shocking result that puts their morale and defensive consistency into question. The revenge narrative is strong here. 2 weeks ago, the Lakers lost to the Suns by 17 points, adding a motivational factor for this rematch. Betting picks point to Lakers -3 and under 228.5. Reflecting both the Lakers' desire for redemption and the likelihood that pace and defense adjustments could suppress scoring. The spread lean favors Los Angeles, particularly given the Suns' recent blowout loss and injury uncertainty, making this an attractive scenario for both straight bets and strategic parlays. The convergence of revenge motivation, injury impacts, and prior results sets the stage for a highly tactical matchup where attention to every stat, minute, and rotation is critical for predicting outcomes. Game 8. Golden State Warriors vs. Portland Trail Blazers. Finally, the matchup on tonight's docket pits the Golden State Warriors against the Portland Trail Blazers in what promises to be a battle of redemption. The Trail Blazers have owned the Warriors in their previous 2 meetings this season, winning the first game by a dominant 139-119 margin, and repeating the feat again in their November 21 clash at Golden State. That 20-point beatdown lingers in the minds of the Warriors, and it sets the stage for a classic revenge narrative. Portland, however, enters this matchup with turbulence under their belt. Their last 7 games have been a rollercoaster of disappointment. A 23-point drubbing by the Pelicans, a team riding only their 4th win of the season, notably without Zion Williamson, and another 23-point blowout loss to Memphis, where key contributor JAW was sidelined. This string of struggles highlights a team unable to maintain consistency despite early season dominance. Golden State, on the other hand, is licking its wounds after a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Warriors were backed by the betting public in that game but fell short, a factor that should ignite a fierce competitive edge tonight. The betting angle here is clear. This is a revenge spot for Golden State. They are motivated, the crowd will be electric, and Portland is struggling to find rhythm. The prediction is to take Golden State, lay the points, with the spread lean favoring the Warriors. Any player props should consider Golden State's bounce-back motivation, especially in scoring and assists, while Portland's inefficiencies could continue in points allowed, shooting percentages, and turnovers. This is a matchup where narrative, momentum, and raw motivation converge, giving the Warriors not only a chance to cover but to reclaim their early season confidence. Parlay suggestions. For bettors looking to combine angles, consider a spread parlay including Golden State laying points, Philadelphia getting points, Charlotte plus 10.5, and Sacramento plus 11.5. This combination leverages motivation, value against favorites, and historical trends, creating a diversified approach across tonight's slate. Player prop spotlight. A key player prop across this slate is Kevin Porter Jr. P over 34.5 against the Nets. With Giannis out, KPJ is expected to carry primary offensive responsibilities alongside Kuzma and Rollins, making this a pivotal stat line for bettors and parlay builders alike. This prop ties directly into the Bucks game narrative, where Milwaukee's depth meets Nets' injury-depleted roster, creating an environment for KPJ to post a high-impact performance. including this prop in multi-leg parlays with spreads like Bucks -1.5, Lakers -3, or Bulls -5 aligns both betting strategy and player performance data into a coherent, number-driven approach. That's your full breakdown of tonight's NBA slate, matchups, trends, injuries, and everything in between to give you the edge. If you found this guide helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single insight. Watch the full video, follow along, and stay ahead of the action tonight.